Hi, this is Cheryl. I'm the mayor of Cheryl Millerville. I decided to do a little bit of this filming outside because it's such a great day, and I didn't get enough time to spend time outside today, and I love spending time outside. So we're going to talk about snacking at work. It was kind of ironic. Just a few minutes ago, the ice cream truck went by, and I thought, endless opportunities to snack on things that aren't necessarily going to bring us the health that we want. So one of the questions that I was asked is, what are some healthy things to snack on at work? And what a big challenge that is, because we spend so many hours at work, we get tired, and we don't have access to our own food in our own refrigerator, so we go searching for food elsewhere, and that usually means vending machines and cafeterias, and that food is not always the best choice for us. We may also not really be hungry. We may be looking for something besides food, but we're thinking food because we're used to thinking about having food meet so many of our needs. So before we think about what's an appropriate snack for us, let's think about, why do we want a snack? It could be we're stressed, we just had a meeting and it didn't go very well, or it was draining. We could be bored. That's my wind chime. We could be tired from sitting in our chairs for so long. Another thing is, at work, a lot of times there's free food. People have candy jars, they have snack days, they have birthdays, and often there's a lot of opportunities to eat free food, and who doesn't want to eat free food? So let's look at the reason that we are eating. Is it one of these reasons? Bored, tired, it's free, it's available, we're stressed. And if you can determine if you're really hungry, just kind of close your eyes for just a second, take a breath, get calm, and tune into your body and say, gosh, am I really hungry, or do I need something else? A lot of times we just need a glass of water, because it's funny, but thirst feels a lot, feels a lot like hunger. If your body is thirsty, sometimes you'll think, I need to eat something and that'll take care of it, but really drink a big glass of water first and see if that takes care of your hunger. So tune into your body and see now, am I hungry, and what am I craving? Are you craving something crunchy, salty, sweet, smooth? What is the texture of what you're craving? Because what we're craving tends to be something that our body is needing at that time, unless it's an emotional craving. There's kind of a distinction there, but see if you can tune in to what your body is craving. Here's another tip for snacking at work. You need to be prepared. Instead of going to the vending machines or the cafeteria that doesn't always offer the healthy foods that you'd like to eat, be prepared and bring them regularly, every day or once a week, and put them in what you might create in your little office space as what I call a snack drawer or a snack cabinet. So bring snacks that are in snack serving sizes so that you're not tempted to eat more than you really want to eat for that snack, but bring your favorite kinds of snacks so that when you are hungry and you tune into what you want, you'll have a wide variety of snacks right there to serve you. So now, what kind of snacks? I'm finally going to answer the question that was asked. Try to snack on foods that are clean, whole foods as much as possible. By clean, I mean they have not been highly processed, they're not full of chemicals, emulsifiers, artificial ingredients of any kind. So these foods are going to be more likely to be whole foods. So you could snack on something like cottage cheese and peaches, if that's something that you would like, or a small hunk of cheese, a little piece of meat. You could also snack on things like nuts and seeds, and dates are great, and so are figs, and other kinds of dried foods. You do need to make dried fruits. You need to make sure that you don't over-consume these dried fruits, because they are concentrated, and when you eat one prune, you're actually eating one whole plum. So you want to watch the amount that you eat. You could also eat granola bars, but check the ingredients and make sure they're not loaded with a lot of fakey ingredients, especially things like corn syrup. Or make your own, even better yet. And a fabulous snack is always fruits and veggies. You can cut up some apple slices and smear a little peanut butter on them, or an apple slice with a couple of nuts is a great snack. You can also have sliced veggies and put some hummus dip on them. That's a pretty tasty snack. If you combine protein with your fruit or vegetable, the snack tends to stick with you a little bit longer and make you kind of more satisfied. And if it has a little bit of fat in it, that really helps too. So that's some suggestions for snacking at work. Now, here's another question. While at work, is it better to eat 1 or 2 large meals or several snacks and smaller meals? Well, that's a great question. For one thing, everybody's eating style is different. What works for one person is not necessarily going to work for you. You're going to have to see what works for you. Try this and try that and see which one works better. If there's something that has worked well for you, stick with that, because that's obviously your body telling you that it likes that particular style of eating. So once again, you have to tune in, test different ways of eating and see which works. Experiment. That's always kind of fun to do. Expand your thinking about how you eat. You don't always have to eat the same way you've always eaten. Expand, experiment, and see what really suits your body. And you know, as far as whether you should eat larger meals or smaller meals, a lot of studies have been done on that, but the results are always different. So I always say, do whatever it is that works best for you and for your body. What makes you happy, because that's what's going to work if it makes you happy. Another question I got is, I get really hungry mid-morning and mid-afternoon, and I crave sugar and salt. Is that normal? Is it okay to eat sugary and salty things during these times? And the answer is, yeah, it sure is, because salt and sugar are 2 of our favorite flavors, and it's not surprising at all that we would like to have those kinds of foods. Now, it's also really normal that we would have natural energy slumps. And just because you have an energy slump, your biorhythms are working, doesn't mean you have to eat something. You may just need to get up and walk around a little bit, or drink a glass of water. You might want to choose something besides eating. We've gotten used to using eating for everything that ails us, but try some other things. You also might have these accentuated natural slumps. They might be a little stronger if you stay up too late at night, if you drink caffeine, if you don't get enough exercise, and if you're really kind of out of shape. You're more likely to crave extreme kinds of flavors like salty and sweet. But if you are working towards balance and you're living a balanced kind of a life, then salt and sugar cravings are really very natural. So think about a snack that's naturally high in one of those flavors, and eat that. And I would say if you want the salty flavor, that would be nuts and seeds, and celery is also high in salt. You might stick with some of the vegetables and then pair them with a dip, like the hummus dip, or some salty crackers. And you want to avoid eating too many crackers, though, because crackers tend to be highly processed and high in a lot of artificial ingredients. You might look for Rye Crisp. Those might satisfy you. Those tend to be more whole grains, made with whole grains. Now, if you are craving a salty or sugary kind of a thing, you might like some dried fruit, or a piece of fruit would be even better. Sliced fruits, or make yourself a fruit salad. So any of these things would be a healthy alternative to walking over to the vending machine, because the vending machines tend to offer high fat, high sugar, high cost, and low health. So bring your own snacks, tune into your body, and see if what you're really wanting is a break from work, or if you're wanting an energy boost, maybe you need to get more sleep. But if you really do need a snack, then tune into one of the healthy whole food snacks, the clean food snacks. This has been Cheryl Miller, Mayor of Cheryl Millerville. Glad to be offering you some options for healthy snacking at work. It's a really important topic.